let's start off with this done deal that Clark Robertson signed for Portsmouth home to get promoted to the Championship. But yeah, welcome to Morning Transfer Talk. Let's get started. Arsenal are edging closer to signing Ben White, leaving William Saliba pondering his Emirates future. Last week it was reported they rejected a £40 million bid, but White impressed as Brighton survived relegation and finished 16th in the Premier League with the joint best defence of the bottom half of the league, with just 46 goals conceded. Real Madrid are reportedly set to reject an offer from Paul Pogba. With Manchester United wanting Rafael Varane for a swap for Paul Pogba. And it's a done deal. Preston have announced the signing of Izzy Brown following the end of his contract with Chelsea. It's a done deal. Northampton have announced the signing of Walsall keeper Liam Roberts. And it's another done deal. Former Fleetwood forward Josh Morris is their first signing of the summer. And it's another done deal. Harrogate defender Will Smith has signed a new undisclosed long-term contract with the club. And it's yet another done deal. Kieran Wallace signed a one-year deal with Burton. And according to Fabrizio Romano, which means this is 100% accurate of course, Roma are working to complete both Rui Patricio and Granit Xhaka deals in the next days. Jose Sa will be the new Wolves keeper, joining from Olympiacos if Patricio does leave the club. Xhaka is also pushing to join Roma, with AFC working to complete the agreement. Presumably that's Arsenal FC. Manchester City's defender Taylor Harwood-Bellis could go to Company's Anderlecht on loan in the next few days. Juventus are moving forward in negotiations with Sassuolo over a move for Italy midfielder Manuel Locatelli. Sassuolo want £34 million for Locatelli, but any deal is likely to include a player going in the opposite direction. Radu Dragozian could be that player. Manchester United have announced Scotland forward Jane Roche is to leave the club when her contract ends. And it's a done deal. It's one of their own. Angus Gunn has signed back for Norwich from Southampton. Moving on. And now they want Billy Gilmore on loan, says The Sun. Lee Griffiths have spoken to new Celtic boss Ang Postecoglou and is hoping to extend his stay at Parkhead. He's out of contract at the end of the month and Postecoglou is keen to keep him on, and they are hoping for a deal to be done in the next few days. And it's a done deal. Regan Henry has signed for Forest Green from Wraith Rovers. Lucas Coughlin has said farewell to Torquay United just 3 days after almost guiding them into League 2, but in unlikely fashion. He did score a 95th minute equaliser, but sadly it didn't give him the fairy tale ending, and Hartlepool United were the ones who went up. AC Milan have 3 Chelsea players among their leading targets for the summer transfer window. Giroud's agent has already agreed a 2-year deal for them. Hakim Ziyech could potentially go to AC Milan, but he's only been Chelsea for a year. Ziyech is understood to be Milan's top target to replace Çalhanoğlu. Bakayoko hasn't played for Chelsea since 2013 and could move to AC Milan. Well, Premier League winner Danny Simpson signed a 1-year deal with Bristol. And Carlisle Dandelier has signed Corey Whelan on a 2-year deal. Right. Now I know exactly what we're going to do in our Carlisle career mode. Bournemouth are closing in on the capture of Fulham manager Scott Park. Because that's his name now, according to The Athletic. This man agreed a new 1-year deal with Barrow. Kagosi Untler. This person, Lopetegui has rejected Spurs. no one wants to manage them. Brentford closed in on Frank Onecchia, who plays for their sister club FC Midtjylland. They are also owned by Matthew Bennan. So a financial agreement between the clubs would be fairly simple to conclude. He has just one cap for Nigeria and is 23 years old. They want to strengthen in right back, centre back, midfield, on the wings, and a centre forward. Wow, 31 goals, and you want to be stronger. Come on, give him a go at least. First signing as a Premier League club, that could be. Tranmere have announced signing of Josh Cogley on a 2-year deal. Done deal there. And it's another done deal. Fiorentina have beaten 2 Premier League clubs to sign Nicolas Gonzalez, who joined the club on a 5-year deal from Stuttgart. They will pay £19.6 million and up to £3.4 million on add-ons for the 23-year-old. Spurs and Brighton also lost the race. PSG are set to beat Chelsea of the signing of Milan right-back Hakimi. They've submitted a bid of £59.8 million and €70 million. But £68.4 million is what Inter think Hakimi is worth. But they do need to they do need to improve their finances. A deal could be made in a matter of hours. Liverpool women's manager Matt Beard's recruitment of his former players have continued with Yana Daniels. Sheffield Wednesday have rejected an offer in the region of £1 million from Millwall for Josh Windass. Breaking news: Danny Welbeck has added a further 12 months to his contract with Brighton. He got 9 goal contributions in 24 games, and did alright this season. Manchester United are in advanced negotiations with Borussia Dortmund over the transfer of Jadon Sancho. They've made 2 bids. The latest, which was made last week, was over £74 million and is closer to Dortmund's evaluation. Donyell Malen and Noni Madueke could be replacements. And as we said earlier, Billy Gilmour could go to Chelsea on loan from Norwich. Favre has held further talks with Palace over the vacant manager's job. Liam Gibson signed a 2-year deal at Morecambe. Liverpool have been linked with John McGinn. James Rodriguez could leave Everton and is being offered to clubs across Europe after Carlo Ancelotti left. He scored 6 goals in 26 appearances. And Ancelotti left the club to rejoin Real Madrid, leaving speculation over his future. And PSG have made contact with Sergio Ramos, as he is now a free agent following the expiration of his contract. Manchester United move closer to a deal for Jadon Sancho. Gilmour needs first team football, according to Charlie Adam. And it's a done deal. Ryan was described as moving to Birmingham as perfect after they were agreeing a 3-year deal. Still in the charts for now at 100. Manchester United need to sign Jadon Sancho this summer as negotiations progress over his arrival, says Clinton Morrison. Ooh. Cardiff striker Robert Glatzel done deal there as joined Hamburg on a permanent deal. Gary Medid has signed a 1-year deal with Blackpool, which includes the option of a further year. Scored 8 goals last season and helped them Seasides achieve promotion to the Championship. And it's a done deal that Salford have signed Liam Shepherd from Newport on a 2-year deal. Ryan Cooney will return to Morecambe on a permanent deal next season after 2 successful loan spells at the Majura Stadium. They're in League One now, of course. Wes McDonald, Ryan Delaney, Anthony O'Connor. Well, say hello to him too. Premier League newcomers Norwich, done deal there, have signed Peterborough midfielder Flynn Clark for an undisclosed fee. 11 senior appearances for the Posh last season is what he made as they won promotion as runners-up from League One. And it's a done deal. Tommy Rowe signed a 2-year deal with Doncaster after leaving Bristol. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbanks plans to utilise versatile new signing Thomas O'Connor in midfield at Burton next season. Burnley will try to lure Czech goalkeeper Jiri Pavlenka away from recently relegated Bundesliga side Werder Bremen reports build. They need to provide cover for Nick Pope, so they're in the market for a keeper. They're preparing a £2.6 million bid for the 29-year-old. Breaking news! Liverpool goalkeeper Queenie Kelleher, I pronounced it right. So stop looking at me, weird, you Irish buffoons. Signs a new long-term contract at Anfield. Hey, Queenie Kelleher, he'll keep pushing Alisson. He's a decent keeper as well. Stevenage young player of the season Jack Smith agrees to a 2-year contract extension with the club. Did well. Gilmore should stay at Chelsea according to Graham Souness. And it's a done deal. Callum Burton, talking about Burton United not so long ago, has signed for Plymouth Argyle following his departure from recently promoted side Cambridge. Aaron Lewis decided to do a 2-year deal with Newport County. The defender rejoined the Exiles following a loan spell at Lincoln and became a mainstay in County's lineup since joining the club towards late 2020. And it's a loan deal here that Mark Gallagher has joined Forfar Athletic on loan for the rest of the season. Blackpool have announced the sign of Callum Connolly on an initial 2-year contract, which includes the option of a further year. I quite like the colours of Shrewsbury Town, and they've just made a new signing, Marco Morossi from Coventry. Manchester United need an exciting Sancho, says Clinton Morrison. We've already talked about that. Tobin Heath and Kristen Press has left Manchester United women, and they'll be in the Olympics. Also looking for a new coach after Casey Stoney left at the end of the season, new head coach. And it's a done deal. He looks about 40. Jordan Graham is delighted Lee Bowyer maintained an interest in him after signing him from a 2-year deal at Birmingham. He was a target for Bowyer while he was at Charlton, but finally moved to him after he was out of contract at Gillingham. Breaking news, it's a done deal. Burnley have completed the signing of highly regarded defender Nathan Collins as their first signing of the summer transfer window from Stoke City for an undisclosed fee. There's a 4-year contract with the option of a further year. Oh wow, look at this. They're in advanced talks over defender Ben White. Discussions continue over a deal which could be worth over £50 million. Breaking news! For another 12 months, John Ruddy will remain at the club. And we've got a done deal here. Ben Wilmot has signed from Watford for Stoke City for an undisclosed fee. And more breaking news, Valérien Ismail has joined West Brom as head coach from Barnsley. Will they go? No. We'll just have to see. He's delighted to welcome Valérien to the club. Zuke. He has a clear plan and vision. Ismail too. Domish Shiths reports Arsenal are in advanced talks with Brighton over a potential £50 million deal for England centre-back Ben White. We've already talked about that. And the Arsenal transfer list. Well, Mavropanos is close to joining Stuttgart on loan once again. Why not just make it permanent? Arsenal to hold talks with Salabra over whether he'll be at the club next season. He's spent the last 2 seasons on loan at Saint-Étienne and Nice. A loan or permanent move has not been ruled out. There's still a small gap in valuation, but all parties are confident that a resolution will be found over the sale of Granit Xhaka. It will be likely to be finalised after the Euros are done. Marseille is still in talks with Arsenal over the signing of midfielder Matteo Guendouzi, with Benfica also showing interest. They want to bring in a goalkeeper, Arsenal, and are interested in Aaron Ramsdale and Albert Sambi Lokonga. Positive talks between Anderlecht and Arsenal over that player. And it's a done deal. Goalkeeper Nathan Bishop has joined Mansfield Town from Man United until the end of the season. And yes, Dan Deal, Liverpool women have confirmed the signing of Megan Campbell. Talks are ongoing between Manchester United and Paul Pogba's representatives over a new contract. And it's a Dan deal. Arsenal defender Mavropanos is back at Stuttgart on loan. 23-year-old rejoins that side after spending last season on loan there, making 21 appearances. And we've got some Dan deals here. Sean McDonald has joined Crewe Alexander on a 2-year deal and has arrived on a free transfer after leaving Rotherham. James Bolton joined from Plymouth from Portsmouth from an undisclosed fee as well. Angie must win, according to Paul Lambert. Chelsea starlet Levi Colwill is set to sign a new 4-year deal at Stamford Bridge. For Chelsea women, I'm guessing. Oh no, it's probably a male. We'll just have to see. And to wrap it up, Dan Dealey, Sean McDonald signed a 2-year contract from Crewe. We've already talked about that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.